Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel of Evolution. My name is Shuby, and today we are going to talk about setting goals so we can reach our highest potential, reach new peaks, higher levels of consciousness, and to transcend our own bullshit, get up and go after it, because we all have this potential within us and we can become our greatest ideas, but only if we are willing. That's right. Duality hits us in every aspect of the world. Potential of good, potential of evil. And it is up to each of us individually to take in what our belief is and to make that happen. To bring it into reality. To become our greatest vision. Right? How do we do that? Well, the world tells us to set goals low, right? You want to keep the bar low so you can achieve it. And once you achieve that, well, then you set another low bar and you go after that. You know, and then why did they say this? It's like, well, they don't want you to feel failure, right? Stupid. I think we need to reach our fullest possible potential. The only way we can do that is to set our sight on perfection. We all know perfection isn't reachable, but that needs to be our goal to reach our highest potential. Otherwise, we're only reaching these bars that we set with our own limitations, right? So we need to set it all the way at the top. We head right for the peak, because that is where we're heading, to become our greatest selves, to see our greatest vision, potential, and possibilities, and how life becomes this epic adventure, and how we become strong and confident and love our life and love ourselves and just always be able to get up and to keep moving forward. That is what it's all about. You know, people need to learn how to fail, you know, because this is where the power comes from. What's so wrong with failure? Well, we feel defeated, you know, and we feel broken and we feel worthless. You know, we tuck our tail and we lower our gaze. That is a big one, right? We lower our gaze. When we feel defeated, we put our heads down and we look down. And if we're looking down, well, that's where we go. Because we lost our focus, right? Because we felt failure, we felt defeat, and we looked down. Well, who says you have to look down? And why would you? Unless that's where you're going. You know, yes, these things hurt. Yes, some things will tear us apart. And yeah, we might even die, right? Reaching our greatest potential, we might even die. You know, but it's up to you to determine this, because within your head is your grand vision, right? Like me, I know my vision, what I see as life, greatest beauty and where I'm heading. I know what I'm looking for. That's going to be different for you, right? And everyone else. Everybody has their great ideal. Now think about it and actually go into the depth. I mean, you need to go into the depth and rip yourself apart. That's how you understand the greatest possibility. And that's how you overcome, right? Because these failures that make us lower our gaze and tuck our tails are our obstacles. You know, this is what life gives us to overcome. You know, this is where we tear our muscles to strengthen them. This is where we tame our emotions and learn how to control them. You know, this is where we become our truest, confident selves and our strongest with our greatest potential to endure anything, and we become limitless. You know, this is where we go. This is the beginning. And this is why failure is actually a great thing. And this is why suffering can teach us great things. But we have to be willing to keep our eyes open and our minds up and our focus up because, well, that's the goal, isn't it? Perfection is the goal and that's always up. It's that ancient Chinese saying, right? That Eastern philosophy saying that fall down 7 times, get up 8. Those guys keep their gaze upward. They move forward and towards their goal no matter what obstacles come to face them. You know, we may face death. We may suffer a great deal. The beautiful thing is, you know, as you experience, you know, it's like when you get a sliver for the first time and it's the most painful thing you've ever felt, that sliver sucks. But then, you know, you get a humongous like gash and you bleed a lot more. And then that's way worse than the sliver. So now you don't think a sliver is so bad because, well, you get slivers all the time. That's just another day. Well, then you get hit and you get another, and then you go through a higher trauma and you learn how to overcome that. And you go through these higher levels. You're constantly learning as long as you're willing to learn and always keep your head, mind, body, spirit in the right upward, forward direction. And only you, after you've gotten in touch with yourself, can know your truth and be willing to follow that. You get into your head and you listen to your intuition. Because you know what you want, and everybody else around you is going to tell you what they think, and that becomes your limitation if and only if you listen. Well, nobody can do that. It's not even possible. Oh, yeah, you're right. So you never try. Yeah, well, not possible for you, but I'm going to go out and do it anyway. I'll see what happens. I'll see for myself, right? Intuition guides us, and we follow it no matter what. That is how we become our greatest selves. That is where our potential truly starts to manifest. We can become our greatest selves. And all of these failures don't even need to bother us. Once you fail so many times, it's not that big of a deal. It's only if you hold on to that ideal, and you hold on to that ego. You can hold on to your suffering for as long as you want. Well, it's supposed to be this way, or so-and-so said. A lot of times you're holding on to this idea that's not even a part of your truth. You're holding on because you are afraid or unwilling to go without. You are afraid of failure and you're keeping your focus level or looking down. It's fix your sight on the stars, go up to the heavens, transcend, overcome all this bullshit, and reach for the stars, literally. Love your life. Seek your potential, set your goal as perfection, and go out there and simply be your greatest vision. I love you guys. Take care. Peace.